Hi, Elle Ingalls here at elleingalls.com. Speakwithelle.com is my calendar if you want to book a session with me. Topic tonight is, I hear this from clients, but I remember one very specifically several years ago said to me, I don't want to be like my parent. I don't want to do to my kids what was done to me. In other words, they wanted to break a pattern. And it's interesting, I mean, our parents did the best they could. Your parents did, my parents did. We're still here on the planet, so something went right. But this idea that you want to break a pattern that has happened in your family. When I share the pressure-free method with my clients, one of the benefits and one of the things they start to see is that you don't just have your own habits of reaction. You picked up a lot from your parents and anybody who held an influence over you. And I want to just recognize, hi Dan, hi Catherine, I hope you're feeling better. What is this, how do we break these patterns? How do we stop overreacting in situations like our parents did? It's usually the things that our parents did that we didn't like that we don't want to repeat. So it's not the things that we did like about them, but it's the things that we didn't like so much that we want to change up and we want to switch. So, so what are those things? Acknowledging those things and really seeing them is the first step. The second step is practicing the pressure-free method so that you don't overreact in really any situation. And then when those situations mimic what you had before, you stand a really great chance of not overreacting and not doing what your parents did. So as I started using the pressure-free method on myself and just started using it more and more and more, some of the thoughts that I had was that, because I used to be a lot of times people would say to me, oh, you look like your father. When you're a little girl, you don't really want to hear that. It was like, oh, you look like your father. You act like your father. It's like, sometimes my mother, but mostly it was my father. And, I wanted to be me. Oh, I have a birdie, by the way. I wanted to be me. So, Lemon, what do you think? Are you trying to break some patterns from your parents? I guess I'm kind of one of your parents right now. Here, come on over here. So, back to this, sorry. What patterns do you want to break? Notice what they are, and notice that the more and more pressure-free you become, the more you find you. A lot of my clients will say to me, thanks for helping me find my true potential. What's really, truly possible for me. Do you like that? What's really, truly possible for you, Lemon? So what's really, truly possible? What happens when you can break through those limiting beliefs that have held you back? So recently, you can see this portrait behind me. I'm going to share it real quick. This is our new wall. And the centerpiece is this fellow Thomas Church, who was one of the founding merchants of Chicago. He and his wife, Rachel Warner, were some of the early people there. In fact, when they arrived, there were only 400 people in Chicago. And when he passed away, I think there were over 350,000 or so. So we have these things on our wall. And I've been researching Thomas Church, whose daughter married... he's my father's great-great-great-grandfather. And his daughter married an Ingalls, George Addison Ingalls, who was big in Oak Park and just all kinds of family history. And what's interesting about it is reading historical accounts, which I've found online, and you can see what they value. What do people value? What do you value? That's going to make a difference in how you break some of these patterns that you don't want to have, or that you don't want to begin, that just were in your family in the past. So I'm going to try to get this bird on me. There you go. Yeah, there you go. So I hope that's helpful. I know it's been helpful for me. I remember it was probably about 6 months into using the pressure-free method where I just said to myself, oh my goodness, I'm so myself. I'm not acting like anybody but me. This is me. And I was really feeling it maybe for the first time in my life, because I was for the first time in my life not under the influence of those nasty stress hormones that I help you break. So I hope that's helpful. I wish you a beautiful pressure-free night, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.